catastrophe had a picture, it would be this. As I have walked in over the last 1 kilometer, all I have seen, and I will show you, in time, there are fires which are still being put out, and this is the tail end of the aircraft, of what you can see on the crash landing of AI 171 London bound. I want to immediately try and get our viewers a sense in terms of what really happened. I have a nurse, because this was a hostel for medical students. I have a staff nurse who works at the
Ashram quarters.
She lives at the Ashram quarters, which is right next to this particular hostel. And ma'am, सबसे पहले अपना नाम बताएं.
मेरा नाम है आरती साधु. मैं यहाँ सिविल हॉस्पिटल में काम करती हूँ. आई डिपार्टमेंट में हूँ. मैं नाइट करके आई और सब रेस्ट कर रही थी दोपहर.
कहाँ पे है आपका घर?
हमारा यहाँ पीछे के साइड है. आश्रय मिथिला क्वार्टर्स है हमारा. बिल्कुल सामने है. जो आश्रय मिथिला क्वार्टर्स है ना, यहाँ ये पीछे का रास्ता है, वो पहले आता है. हाँ, तो हम सो रहे थे, तो एक धड़ाका हुआ, तो हमने देखा, तो बाहर निकले तो सब धुआं और आग फैली हुई थी चारों तरफ.
I'm standing at the crash site, and this was the cockpit side, the front of the plane, and then if you go all the way back, you can see the tail end as well. And what you can actually see is a visual of absolute catastrophe. The tragedy and the scale of it can be counted, viewers, if you look at the strewn clothes, medicine, slippers. I saw a watch of all the passengers who were on board. Now, this is the BJ Medical College mess. This is where maximum fatalities and casualties have taken place, because this is where the aircraft crashed and made maximum impact. And you can actually see the tail end of the aircraft actually right there, plowing through the mess. And it was lunch hour, and many of the students there were actually getting their lunch. Everything is in shambles. Sanjay will actually show you the Junior Medical Association plaque right there. This is, like I said, the mess area. Brick, mortar, remains of the aircraft, the debris, mattresses, and broken dreams of young lives who wanted to make it big. All sitting, eating lunch, not knowing that a plane is going to ram into their building. That's the wheel of the aircraft. That's the tail end of the body. You can actually see a part of the Maharaja Air India's logo right there. Mattresses of students' rooms, their beds there, and blood stains. And this was the mess. Sanjay will just show you, this was the mess. And this is all but destroyed. And this is where the young students were sitting there grabbing lunch. And you can actually see the remnants of hostel life strewn, slippers, sweatshirts. I just want to take you through, because the students were right here. Their mattresses strewn. We can see splattered blood all over. This was the area where the plane rammed in, and where the students were actually getting their lunch. You can actually, I'll ask my camera person Sanjay to show you the remnants of student life. Slippers, sweatshirts, young medical students, all here having absolutely no idea that an aircraft would slam into them. So just want to take you through. This was the mess area. The police now clearing all of us from here, and understandably, because a lot of press right here. Brand new shirts of young medical students, you can see. This is the mess area right here. Tables, benches, and this is heartbreaking. Clearly somebody was eating his meal right here. And I've counted the number of thalis, that more than 25. This is where they were sitting. Sanjay, just turn around. I'll ask Sanjay, and then you can get a view of how the aircraft actually slammed into this building. That is what I showed you right there. That's the tail end of that aircraft. This is the tables, the benches, and you can see their meal uneaten right here. Don't want to give in numbers right now because there's no real confirmation, and that won't be responsible to do so. But what we've been given to understand, maximum fatalities have happened right here. All of the clothes that you see strewn around, some of them have been because most of the students were burnt, charred. Some of them had injuries who were taken, and you can see actually blood splattered walls. What we've been told, maximum fatalities from here. The area now is being sanitized slowly, one by one. The press is being escorted out because this is where, I met one of the officers from the investigative agency, and they were the ones who've been looking for debris right here. So they are sanitizing this area right now. This is the BJ Medical mess of the hostel here. Right opposite it, to give our viewers an understanding, this is the mess area. Downstairs was the recreation area, mess in terms of the kitchen, and on the sides you can see a lot of blocks which we showed you earlier. Those are the blocks, the hostel blocks. Those are the ones which are completely charred, on fire. But in terms of impact, you see right at the end, the part of the plane, that was the plane that rammed in, right at the tail end of the aircraft. This was the first impact that the plane made with a building, and it started from here and then rammed the entire Dreamliner, caved in and crash landed ahead. So maximum damage is in this particular area. I'm standing right now, it's close to midnight, at the civil hospital, right next to the mortuary and the post-mortem room. The mortuary, the post-mortem room, there is no room there anymore for bodies that have been brought in. Some of them still are coming in. 2 bodies have just come in at this point of time from the accident site. I'm standing right here where I would think if you're a loved one or family of somebody in an accident, you would dread to be here because the loved ones, the families here lining up, not in hope of finding their loved one alive in the hospital, recuperating, recovering, but here giving their DNA samples because the bodies that have been retracted from the wreckage of the Dreamliner are completely charred with 6 to 7 degree burns, and they cannot be identified. Some of them even just body parts. And that's why the families, they're giving their DNA sample to match with the bodies there. So at least, maybe in death, they can be accorded a graceful funeral.
मेरे पापा की क्या गलती थी जो इसमें बैठे थे। पैसे से आप नींद खरीद सकते हो, गोली मेरे सच्ची नींद कैसे आएगी। 1 करोड़ मैं यूं तो देती हूँ, मुझे पापा वापस लाइए। एयर इंडिया वाले को बोलो 1 करोड़ मैं दूंगी, मेरा पापा मुझे वापस करो। अब किस हिसाब से ही मेरे पापा गए हैं ना, आपको चेक करना था पहले, क्यों नहीं चेक किया। क्यों ऐसे हादसे के शिकार बनते हैं लोग। और ये 1 करोड़ में खरीदोगी मेरे पापा को, आप क्या मजाक बना के लगते हो। एयर इंडिया वाले कुछ सुनते नहीं है। एयर इंडिया वाले 1 करोड़ देंगे, 1 करोड़ देंगे, क्या 1 करोड़ देंगे वो। मैं आपको 2 करोड़ दूंगी, मेरे पापा मुझे वापस कीजिए। मेरी मदर भी वहाँ थी, मुझे तो वापस कीजिए। 2 करोड़ मैं दूंगी आपको। चैलेंज पाती हूँ मैं एयर इंडिया वाले को, क्या मजाक बना के लगते हो आप किसी भी जान को। कोई कहवा नहीं रहते, बोल रहे 1 करोड़ दूंगे, 3 करोड़ मैं दूंगी, मेरे पापा मुझे चाहिए। अब पैसों के क्या खरीद सकते हो आप, मेरे पापा को नहीं खरीद सकते ना। पैसों के आप सोने के लिए पढ़न खरीद सकते हो, नींद कैसे आएगी वो पढ़न में। पैसों के आप मोह की सब कुछ खरीद सकते हो, मतलब सच्चा प्यार कहाँ मिलेगा जो मेरे पापा मुझे करते थे। कहाँ मिलेगा वो, 1 करोड़ में मिलेगा सच्चा प्यार। मजाक बना के लगते हैं एयर इंडिया वाले, बंद कर दो। नहीं होता तो आपको उन्हें किसी जान की भी कीमत न चुकानी पड़े किसी को। एयर इंडिया को खत्म कर दो, नहीं चाहिए। वो तो देश प्रेमी थे मेरे पापा, वो बोल के एयर इंडिया है, हमारा देश है, हमारा प्रेम है, और बैठ गए। क्या मिला? देश प्रेम का क्या नहीं करना क्या मिला? क्या किया प्रेम? वो ऐसा प्रेम है इंडिया का।
आंटी क्या नाम है आपकी मम्मी का?
फाल्गुनी से बोल।
फाल्गुनी जी, मैं आपका ये मैसेज दूंगी।
उसको बोलो 2 करोड़ दूंगी, मुझे मेरा पापा चाहिए, और नहीं आए तो आपका पेन बंद कर दो, अभी चलाना भी मत। किसी भी जान के साथ खेला नहीं कर सकते आप लोग।
That's what heartbreak looks like. That's what heartbreak sounds like. Falguni, right there, has lost her father. She wants to give 2 crores. She wants to give 2 crores to Air India to get her father back. Her mother, her father, gone. She's given her DNA sample. She's waiting for a match to take the body home. If there is a picture of abject heartbreak, this is where it is, because since there's been a steady stream of loved ones, families who are coming in, who heard the news for DNA sampling, and I can't begin to encapsulate on what we have seen. God will this on no one, because these are people who are coming in. These are people who are coming in not to identify loved ones, because they cannot identify loved ones, because the bodies have been charred beyond recognition. These are families who have come in to provide their DNA samples, so that in somewhat manner, because there can be a graceful funeral for their loved ones, because bodies can be identified. Late last night I was there, and I was speaking to a lot of people who have voluntarily come in to help. I'm going to pull away from that, because the families are very, very upset. Some of them have just come in from Bharuch. मैम, आप कहाँ से आए हो? मैम,
हम यहाँ जहांगीरपुरा से रहते हैं, और टिफिन सर्विस का मेरा भाई करता है।
आपके भाई का सैंपल देने आए हो?
मैं मेरी मम्मी के लिए आई हूँ। मेरी मम्मी कल से नहीं मिल रही है। कल से हम लोग मम्मी को ढूंढ रहे हैं, कुछ भी पता नहीं चल रहा है। हम लोग आज सैंपल देने आए, अभी आज वापस हमको 72 घंटे बोले।
आपने सैंपल दिया? आपकी फैमिली कहाँ है मैम? किसके साथ आए हो आप?
मेरी फैमिली, मेरा भाई है और भाभी है। हम सब लोग सिविल में टिफिन सर्विस कवर खाने का सिविल में ही काम करते हैं, पर आज इतने सारे डॉक्टरों को हम कितने 14-15 साल से काम कर रहे हैं, सबको हम लोग खाने देते हैं, टिफिन देते टाइम टू टाइम। आज हमारा टाइम आया है कि मेरी मम्मी को ढूंढो। बस हमें इतनी साल आप लोगों के लिए इतना कुछ किया, अब हम लोग कुछ नहीं मारे, एक भीख मांग रहे हैं माँ के लिए। बस एक मेरी मम्मी और मेरी भतीजी दोनों मिल जाए।
आपका फैमिली एक सेकंड, आपके साथ है कोई मैम? कहाँ है बताओ मुझे।
मेरी भाभी है वहाँ।
आप पानी I'm gonna just pull away right now, because it's heartbreak, like I said. It's as heartbreaking because it's most of the relatives, some of them who have come in, because information is little. Though I have to say, and I will say this, that since yesterday, at least the local administration has set up centers, and they've been very, very good to try and dispense information. But as the loved ones are coming in, they really don't know because already, they're grief-stricken, they're bereaved, they don't know who to speak with, and they're coming to the press to ask questions. I've just met this lady. She and her brother have come in and heartbroken. You can see right there, I'll ask my camera person Sanjay, family members being taken in to give their DNA samples right now, and heartbreaking visuals. You don't have the heart to, even speak with them. You have to give them the dignity. Late last night, there was a woman who came herself to me asking that if 1 crore is being given by Air India, she's willing to give 3 crores to get her father back, her papa back. So these are the scenes right now, viewers, and it's a terrible, terrible morning, and I think it's these visuals, these images, I think India will forever remember, going through one of the worst aviation disasters. How many families have given their DNA samples yet?
Around 200 families have given their DNA sampling here, and that is for around 205 people.
205 people.
Yes.
How many of you officers are here, sir?
Sorry, sir?
How many of you officers are here?
From the state government, 4 officers are here. 4 IAS officers have been deputed from the state government here.
Just to facilitate DNA sampling.
Yes, you can say that.
The men with the black cap, the khaki pants are all RSS workers, and this is a time actually to also, viewers, elucidate the stellar job that at least since yesterday afternoon that the RSS has been, the cadres of the RSS have been doing. The RSS very strong in Gujarat, and you could actually see them on ground, since the afternoon. They're trying to help loved ones, worried, in grief loved ones, trying to tell them what's the place to go, setting up small, counters for water, for food, or just information or a shoulder just to cry on. So, just to say that there. Because as any reporter, I would think one of the most difficult assignments is to document grief. And sadly, that is what we've been trying to do since the course of last night. Even more than the crash site, and I have to say this, even way more than the crash site, it is right here at the DNA sampling room that the magnanimity of this accident actually hits you. Right behind me, worried faces just come in. The family behind me has come in from the United Kingdom. They flew in this morning because this is the time, this morning when, after they got to know of the crash, flights have been coming in. Unslept, red eyes, some of them in disbelief, samples given, but and every face that you see, you see the face behind me of this lady. I'm not going to speak with her, but she had a chat with me early this morning. And there are sons, there are daughters, there are parents, there are little grandchildren, for whom samples are being given. Just look at that. Every face that you see tells the story of trauma, of how life has changed in a blink of an eye. For these families, of what they knew life will not exist anymore. Breadwinners of the family gone, young grandchildren, gone. I don't even want to detail, just for dignity of the dead, the kind of horrific, eyewitness accounts that we've been hearing since yesterday, as in what fashion the bodies were wheeled in, some very, very little children. But this is what it, is. I'll ask my camera person to show you right there. That's another family in the white kurta, the lady there, right in front. That's another family that has just come in from the United Kingdom, looking for their brother. And over 200 bodies is what we've been told are unidentified. And this is another set of trauma for the loved ones, because not only have they lost their family, but now the agonizing wait for the last, for the next 3 days continues. because DNA sampling takes 3 days of time to actually, figure out on in terms of the match. So that agonizing wait continues. There are, of course, officials coming in right now inside the DNA sampling room, some of them wanting to meet the loved ones who've gathered here. There is a fair amount of anger as well. There's a lot of disbelief, and there is a pall of grief that is completely enveloped this particular room. सर, आप कहाँ से आए हैं?
गुजरात, आनंद।
आनंद से आए हैं। आप किसी को ढूंढने आए हैं?
मेरा फ्रेंड की बेटी है, 22 इयर्स। ये सुरेश मिस्त्री है।
मेरी लड़की थी, मेरी डॉटर थी।
आपकी डॉटर? सॉरी सर। आपने डीएनए सैंपल दिया?
दे दी है, कल का दे दिया।
72 आवर्स बोला है।
2 आवर्स बोला है?
72 आवर्स।
72 आवर्स।
यस, नेक्स्ट डे उसने बोला है कि आफ्टरनून शायद हो जाएगा। अभी हमने इंक्वायरी करके आया अंदर, लेकिन अभी तक कोई पुष्टि नहीं हुई है।
72 आवर्स कह रहे हैं कि 72 आवर्स के बाद सैंपल मिलेगा। आप उनकी बेटी यूके जा रही थी?
जा रही थी
पढ़ाई के लिए?
नहीं, वो वर्क परमिट में थी।
वर्क परमिट में थी, काम के लिए वापस जा रही थी।
वो इसको ट्रीटमेंट करने का था, इधर तो ट्रीटमेंट करने आई थी 1 महीना के लिए, डेंटिस्ट के वहाँ।
डेंटिस्ट के लिए ट्रीटमेंट के लिए?
उसका जब जाने वाली थी ना अगले साल, तो उसका कार एक्सीडेंट हो गया था बहुत बड़ा, तो ये पूरा टूट गया था उसका। तो जाइडस में सर्जरी करवाया आनंद में, फिर उधर से अहमदाबाद का ऑर्थोडेंटिस्ट है CTM में, उसके पास उसका ट्रीटमेंट है, पर उसका पूरा बोन ही निकल गया था ऊपर से। तो डॉक्टर ने बोला बोन बनने में 6 से 10 महीना लगेगा। फिर हमने उधर एक्सरे करवाया लंदन में, तो एक्सरे में बोन दिखा है। डॉक्टर बोला कि अब तुम आ सकती हो। फिर इसका 7 से 8 टीथ बोन इम्प्लांट किया 1 महीने में। इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग थी वो, कोई भी एक साथ नहीं कर सकता इतना बोन। इतनी खुश थी वो ये करने को।
आप ये कल का ही फोटो है?
कल का ही मैं इधर हूँ, देखो 10 उसका मम्मी है।
ये उसका मम्मी है, ये आप है, और ये कल का ही आप छोड़ने आए थे?
वो छोड़ने आए थे, वही है कल का। कल देखो कितने बजे, यस्टरडे का ही है। देखो उसी ने ही सेल्फी लिया है हमारा, उसने भी सेल्फी लिया। और देखो टाइम कितना है, 11 बजे 3 मिनट का है। वो जा रही है, देखो। हाँ, वो जा रही थी। ऐसा पता भी नहीं था कैसा हो जाएगा। उसने भी स्टेटस भी ऐसा डाला था कि वो मिलेगी नहीं हमको।
आप किसके साथ हैं अंकल? आप इनके साथ?
वो मेरा बहनोई है।
आपके पास है कहीं जाने को अभी? मतलब आप लोग रुकेंगे यहीं पर अगले 3?
उसका देखो स्टेटस कल का, देखो फ्लाइट क्या लिखा है उसने।
उनका फ्लाइट, उनका स्टेटस
उसने क्या लिखा है, देखो उसने स्टेटस में।
Until next time, miss you all. क्या नाम था आपका बेटी?
किनल मिस्त्री।
मिश्रा।
किनल मिस्त्री।
केनल मिस्त्री। Sir, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, sir. He's not changed his T-shirt. He showed me a picture. He's wearing the same T-shirt. He came to drop her, and he's back to give his DNA sample to identify her. 3 दिन में आपको पता चलेगा।
ऐसा बोल रहे हैं ये लोग, ऐसा बोल रहे हैं कि 72 कलाक
मदद आपको मिल रहा है यहाँ पर?
कोई मदद ऐसा बोल देता है, कौन पहचान, कोई रिप्लाई नहीं। अंदर जाते हो तो कोई 72 कलाक तो लगेगा ही लगेगा। हम आस लगाए बैठे कब उसका फोन आ जाए यार, बुला ले हमको। क्या सिचुएशन है।
मेरा अभी बात हुआ है अमित सर से, उन्होंने भी बोला है कि जब तक CM से उनका भी नहीं हो रहा है तो आपका भी कहाँ से होगा। बात किया मैंने।
रूपानी भी आए थे, हमने देखा भी वो एयरपोर्ट पे, वही फ्लाइट में रूपानी थे। मेरी वो लोग बिजनेस क्लास में होते हैं, मेरी लड़की अंदर ही वही फ्लाइट में थे। बोलो वो लोग भी, इसको पता था कि ऐसा हो जाएगा।
आपकी वाइफ ठीक है? आपकी वाइफ?
कि वो तो अभी उसको लाते ही नहीं, इधर रख, इधर का वो देखती है मूवमेंट तो टूट जाती है। जो भी मिलने आते हैं रोती है, इसलिए उसको होटल पे छोड़ दिया कि तू उधर ही रुक, हम लोग आते हैं। हम चेक करके आते, ऐसा करके निकल गए। क्या समाचार है उधर देख लेते हैं।
सर आपका नाम?
सुरेश मिस्त्री। सुरेश
मिस्त्री। और आपकी बेटी का नाम केतल मिस्त्री? कीनल मिस्त्री। सर I'm sorry, अब हम क्या बोले आप? I'm sorry. I am really sorry. That's what I said. He's not changed. He came in. He saw Mr. Rupani go in. He showed me her Instagram post, his daughter's Instagram post, and it says, "Till I see you again, miss you." He showed me the selfie he took with her, he and his wife, when they dropped her. They've come in from Anand. He's wearing the same T-shirt, the same red and blue T-shirt. He's come back today, and that picture he showed me, because he's going on referring to it, he's going on looking at it, and he's saying it was at the same time yesterday, so exactly an hour ago. And he showed me that picture, and he's now come back to give his DNA sample to match with his 22-year-old daughter. That is the expanse of this tragedy, viewers, and it's not one. It is not one. There are 265 stories exactly like the one playing out behind me. That is the expanse of this heartbreak.